Into the house, into his house, I thought. So it was just a big smash, real loud.
Tonight, a Bluff collapse in Old Town is causing concerns for people living in an apartment complex right next to it. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto. A portion of the hillside collapsed on Congress Street last night, sending rocks and dirt tumbling dangerously close to several units. A car was also damaged. CBS 8's Shannon Handy is there now at the very latest. Shannon.
Yeah, Carlo, cleanup crews just left for the night a little while ago. Now, that collapse happened behind me where you see the yellow tape. And from this perspective, you can see just how steep that cliff is. Now, fortunately, no one was hurt. But if those rocks had fallen just a few feet further, this could have been much worse.
Kind of like construction outside. I was so confused for a second.
That confusion led to panic as soon as Leo Nab recalled what was towering just outside his bedroom window.
And then I realized that I lived next to this very large cliff, so it must have been the cliff coming down. So I ran out of my room. Once
outside, Leo saw the electric car he just bought 3 months ago smashed on one side by large boulders. His neighbor, Greg Holgrafer's vehicle, which was parked next to it, was spared just barely. What did you hear?
Just big smash, a big rumbling. And then I walked outside and I saw this mess. I saw your car. My car got lucky.
Fortunately, no one was hurt and there was no structural damage. But Leo and Greg were among at least 5 residents evacuated as a precaution. Their apartment units are located on a dead-end street in Old Town that back up to a steep cliff. Both say they've always been concerned about where they live for this very reason. Did you ever think this would happen?
Yes. I was scared, and especially scared about the second hill over here.
It was something that I was definitely worried about, but I just didn't know how to put the caliber into whether it was safe or not.
The land is privately owned, which means it's up to the property owner to shore it up and clear the debris. That process started this afternoon. As for the city, a spokesperson tells CBS 8 staff did come out to assess the cliff collapse and make sure no buildings or city property were damaged. They will also be checking on storm drains and water mains to ensure they're intact. Meanwhile, Leo and Greg were told they could go back home tonight, but at this point, they're unsure if they want to.
I don't know what has to be done to it to be safe. I would like to continue living here. I mean, that would be nice.
Now, I did speak with one of the property owners off camera. He says it's unclear what's going to be done to shore up the hillside because first he needs to figure out, is that hillside part of his property or the people who live above it? As for Leo, he has put in a claim with his insurance company to hopefully cover the damage to his car.